What happens when you come out of private sector and join public service and back to the private sector? On this week's episode of Know Your CEO, we get to interact with Patrick Kokonya, the president of Chota Africa Group and immediate chair of Water Sector Trust Fund, who shares his journey on balancing working in the private and public sectors.
Ever wondered how a CEO sees his world? Then this is how. Apart from strategizing and of course running the business, his main role is to make sure there's money in the bank. On this week's episode of Know Your CEO, we're going to interact with Patrick Kokonya, the president of Chota Group Africa.
Karibu sana Brian.
Asante
Welcome to Chota Africa Group.
Yeah.
And let's learn more about what we do.
Shukuru.
How we can work together.
Thank you.
Asante sana.
Aya. All right, so guide us through the journey of being Patrick Kokonya.
My name, of course, is Patrick Odhiambo Kokonya, born 46 years ago in a small village of Busakadi in Nambale sub-county. In 2002, I participated in the change of leadership of this country, campaign for former President Mwai Kibaki. After 2002, I eventually joined government as from the private sector into public sector as a rapid results initiatives coach, commonly called as RRI coach. So sometimes out there you'll hear people call me coach. So they basically mean an RRI coach, a rapid results initiatives coach. And that's what I have done over so many years in government. That's what has pushed me to do so many things, both in government and in the private sector. And that's also what gave me an opportunity to serve as an advisor to the head of public service. That's the current governor of Nyandarua County, Francis Tuita Kimemia. By 2013, fast forward, by 2013, I was appointed by the former President Mwai Kibaki as one of the first directors, the founding directors of Kenya Water Towers Agency, and to then appoint me as chairman of Water Sector Trust Fund to help to ensure that Water Sector Trust Fund is able to deliver also on the promise. And of course, the role of Water Sector Trust Fund is to work closely with the underserved areas of the 47 counties in this country, to work with the marginalized communities.
Yes. What's your role as a president of Chota Group Africa?
As president and chairman of Chota Africa Group, therefore I have to give leadership to this team because they look up to myself with my team to do the right thing. The other thing is as president, I also have to ensure that I create networks, look for partners and stakeholders who are going to work closely with Chota Africa Group. Our mandate really is to enable the citizen get the services they require, if that's clean drinking water, if it's to collect fecal sludge, and also to enable those who are engaging, the drivers, for instance, the truck drivers, for instance, be able to make some livelihood out of that. And of course, again, look at what are some of the other products that Chota Africa Group can be able to engage in them.
Now, how does your normal weekend look like?
My normal weekend is, it's simple in nature. It's not complicated. By 5:30, I should be ready. And this is a weekend. I read a little bit, and I like reading Robert Sharma. Or sometimes we just go to ride a bicycle on a weekend.
What is this gun doing here?
This is an antique gun. It reminds me and those who visit me in the office of our past.
I saw gold here, and
Of course, gold there is a representation of what one can achieve if you put in. It's very symbolic. Yeah. If you put in effort, it's not about working hard, it's about working smart.
You know the word OTC in Nairobi, the place?
Yes.
What does that stand for?
OTC?
Yeah.
OTC,
Who is the governor for Samburu?
Lemon colol, lemon colol.
Lemon colol.
Lemon colol, yes.
Thank you. Yeah, so standing in for Lincoln Ombugu, my name is Brian Mwenda. That's what we had for Know Your CEO this week. Be sure to join us next week as we get to also understand different CEOs in this space.